We now return to Let's Play Tropico 5. I think it's time we wrap this up. I think my main goal here is going to be getting everyone some housing, and then we are just going to maybe go for nukes. We'll get a nuclear missile, and I think we can safely say that Tropico will be protected. Let's get a few. Right now, I don't think that housing is necessarily the problem. The homelessness situation right now, basically like 19 households. Yeah, which isn't a lot. We need to get that out. Come back on that. Let's go grab the nuclear program. We'll go ahead and just pull that away, because we can cover that. Sure. Trees. Now, other things. Let's put in a few additionals down here. We do have room for a little bit more. A few more tourists. We do not have, that's not what I want. We don't have a tavern in the area. I don't know if I should put it. No, put it there, fine. Go ahead and just give it a little bit of a surround. Give it some more beach villas around here. Something like that. Right. I think I'd intended to put some trees over here. Did. We don't have a hospital or a clinic down here either. I don't think that's entirely necessary. I had intended to kind of fill that in, but really I don't think I'm going to worry about it right now. We do, however, need a police station over here. Couldn't put one right here. It's got a little bit of bad crime here. I mean, really, we should be putting it there, but I don't know how to fill this gap in. So instead, something like that. Someone else being targeted. Let's not worry about that area right now. Let's come over here. I did. Yeah. See, I did have a plan for this. Really wish it was quieter. Did I determine? Could put. Ah, we got one right there. Not necessary. I will, however, move this substation out of the way so I can put something here. And as far as, let's see, waste treatment? Should probably put one, maybe here. This is kind of on the outside. We can do that. Let's do those there. Fill that in. Now, what do we do about this? I think we do probably have enough housing now with all that I just put down. I don't really know what else to do. I mean, got a nightclub over here, but I'm more concerned with high school stuff. We have a religion. I mean, we've got that for religion. This is kind of where the game, the limitations of the game, and how few buildings they've got really starkly stands out. Put a police blimp in the area. No, I can't. Well, I could put it here. I mean, that's not really needed over here, but it would fit. I don't know how else to get that into the city, so sure. And you know what? We'll go ahead. If I delete that and turn that into an actual garden, sure didn't like that. Oh, really? Alright, well, never mind then. Alright. I only had two things. Police near the airport. Alright, this thing's being built here. And then upgrade my industry block, which I believe I meant for this thing. So I did not do anything to upgrade this area. Those take illiterate. Okay. Well, I mean, looking at this, we have a lot of unemployed of the illiterate and grade school type, but then we've also got a lot of open jobs of that type. So I'm not really sure how to explain that, other than they're still going to school here. The illiterate type, I mean, seems like plenty there. Could fill in some of these jobs if they wanted to, and they just don't want to. Right, I also wanted to put down a few more things here. Let's see, hydroponic, let's expand that. Do a few more industrial things like, there it is. Another cigar factory. A chocolate factory. check my power. It does cover the island now. Take care of the few shacks we have. And now, after the series is about complete, I did, somewhere in here, did discover a better way of understanding the power situation, and it's basically to ignore everything directly from the power plants and just look at this. Simplifies it down to what it actually is. We do have an opening here. As long as we're not importing things that are not also selling. Kind of looks like that cloth. Oh, no, we are. Importing cocoa to sell. Importing gold. Now that is something I do need. Importing milk. Importing that. I could buy more electronics to sell. Just double down on pharmaceuticals. That would just end up splitting it though, right? It's like some would go there to sell at that price and then others better not to do that, I suppose. We'll just buy natural gas, just in case we're not producing enough. Alright. Easy. We can afford to lower the job quality a little bit. Tell. Not so much. Tell you what, we will instead take you and use you agitator. Use you as a cheapskate, and use you as the landlord went away. No, damn it. Oh. Nobody comes to these family resorts, and I don't really understand why. Nobody stays there. Not exactly sure what that's all about. Oh, right. One other thing I wanted to do, because it does soak up high school, I wanted to put down some of these offshore offices. And I guess we would put down one for everybody. So... Do a couple of floating apartments out here, maybe? Yeah, that doesn't matter, I don't think. Just in case, you know, people need to live in the vicinity for some reason. Doing anything out there. Okay. This one... I mean, who do we really care about? Pairs? I guess the EU can sit there. That one floating garden. That one can be there. That one can be there. Floating gardens everywhere. Now, what exactly? Revenue is based on relations with the power. Yeah, well. Should be getting plenty of revenue off of that then.
We finally found your swift.
Okay. We are built. Manager. Magnate. Agitator. Agent. Money grubber. Union leader. Chance of reducing foreign invasion. I thought it completely reduced foreign invasion, but, oh, okay. What did that do? That's not the right way to look at that. Relations, 100, 100, 100, no, 93, okay. Well, we could praise them. Get that up to 100. Hooray.
Everyone seems to have invested too.
Some Middle East leaders wish to visit Tropico.
You seem to be very popular in the Middle East, old boy.
2 free luxury entertainments. Let's just go with the money. I don't think anybody is going to be able to upgrade. Apparently, we need more construction up here. Damn, how are we still getting so many damn homeless? I mean, we're almost at our population cap, so hopefully that'll make that go away. Can't imagine why anyone would want to live here, but, and there it is. And with all of the stuff that I put down here, I really ought to just put another block in. I mean, really, if I wanted to max out this thing. I don't even know why I'm doing this one, to be honest with you. Okay, hold on. Got a lot of people here. Why don't we do agitator? Increase my approval ratings even further. Why? Because its output is full? But you can do more than that. Why weren't you... What? It looks like it's working now, but... It had it... What? I don't get it. It had people in it. I have action figure upgrades over here. Let's go ahead and lower We want more people to be able to get in here. It's not really producing that much. Done all the other upgrades. The power situation. Wow. Wow, that went down a bit again. Unemployed. It's now pretty even across the board. So now I don't even know what to do. We've got a bunch of open jobs and we've got unemployed people. Looks like we cleaned up some of that. Well, not all of them. Yeah, there are homes here. Just not trying hard enough.
Russia has sent us another request.
Well, come on now.
This signed... I hate to be the bearer of bad news, old fellow, but we've made the Russian president angry.
Really?
The Middle Eastern leaders have made it clear they intend to take full advantage.
Really? Okay, but it must not have been that bad. Let's go actually look. Two rebels now. Well, at least we've managed to bring up the happiness levels. The healthcare and housing are good now. We're still getting a lot of dead people from lack of healthcare, but food is very high now. Entertainment has doubled since it's been staying around 30 for quite a while. We didn't seem to take a hit at all from having the nuclear weapons. So, probably for us, I guess. I just want to solve this homelessness situation because it's really irritating. Well, if that was going to get built, I would look to something out there. Did I destroy? Maybe not. It's still there. I guess I don't have enough out here to make them build fast enough. Storage is full. You know what? I'd been meaning to do this for a while too. Although 90, and I guess we got the power, it's pushing it a little bit right now. Can I do another Teamster? Seems kind of crazy to do that. I was going to put a cannery over here just because it soaks up high school. And there does seem to be a fair amount working there. We've got to, like, we don't have very many unemployed high school, though. That's the problem. I got rid of all the illiterate stuff. But, we've got this weird paradox where they just don't want jobs. Plenty of illiterates and plenty of unemployed in grade school who could fill those roles. I was under the impression that any education level could fill the ones beneath it, but that does not seem to be the case. Like, we just have a bunch of open positions that is just never going to get fixed. And I almost wonder, because the game's been kind of clunky for the past several episodes, and I just wonder if maybe it's got something to do with the fact that I have surpassed the 2,000 player cap, because I did read, or not player, citizen cap, because I did read that kind of bugs out the game a little bit. But, you know, given the age of the game, I kind of figured that, you know, like, that's for older computers to worry about, not mine. This guy's just sitting here working. They're waiting for their truck from the construction office. I didn't know that's how that's simulated. So people are coming here. These are broken. They gotta be. Quality depends on beauty and crime safety, but I mean, like, surely not any different than these. Hotel location's nice. Effectiveness 160. It's higher than the haciendas, so why does nobody want to work here? Or, you know, stay here, rather. In any of them. It's the only building nobody's staying at. Must be something to it that I'm not privy to, not paying attention to. Do not. Yeah. Eight. Well, go ahead and put a maximum number of customer service. Okay. No, agitator, agent. Decreases worker requirements. Yeah. Seems less raw. Yep. Easy choice.
Presidente, we finally.
So that doesn't count. The future. I guess it must be the future. But we need to research for that one. Not just future technology. Does that matter? In there. So that one's cleared that up. But this is still a problem. I do have space for another one here, but again, I don't think that's going to be. Like, it has to be here, and it's really these that are causing the problem. What is this? Police blimp? It is creating me some money, for sure. Ooh, and that's now a very nice place. It's not making much money, though. I mean, why would it, I guess? But yeah, damn, I should have put these offices down a long time ago. That's making me quite a bit of money. Nothing. Well, I don't know. I think we're kind of running the course here. That should go down to nothing here shortly. We've reached our cap. In fact, we've gone over our cap. Why? I thought that was kind of a limit there. But, yeah, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about the game. I am glad that I went back and sort of revamped.
Elections are coming, Presidente.
what I did here.
Comrade Presidente, I come with dire news.
That's not going to happen.
Hear me out, old boy. Why? The religious community is pleased
Christ, would
with
you
your...
stop? Alrighty. This game definitely, like I pointed out in the first episode, has a problem with how they did the assets. And unlike other games where there's a little bit of spacing, they basically put them right up to the edge. And so when you put them together, it looks just really cramped and crammed in there. So, you know, especially given that, coupled with the fact that there is no diversity in the buildings whatsoever, you do need to space them out. And it, you know, if nothing else, it just helped the beauty thing, the beauty rating that I took for granted as not being that important. It's actually very important. So you are supposed to space it out with gardens and whatnot. But again, there's 2 types of gardens, unlike previous games where you had a whole bunch of them. Like I don't know. I guess I understand. Like, apparently this is the least favorite of all the games, and I get that because it really trimmed down everything. Just everything. Like the amount of options you get. You know, the balance just feels completely out of whack. Like, this island has 3,000 people and a nuclear plant is not enough to sustain? You're even just, like, supposedly the geothermals with all the upgrades were doubling what this is, but that's not true. Not when you couple this with natural gas input, then this totally outperforms. And it just, I don't know. All over, it just doesn't... Like, you can see the idea. And it definitely tried to push a little further than 3 and 4. Like 4 modern times just felt completely out of place. And really here it feels a little bit better, except for these buildings, which are completely out of scale. But it feels like they encapsulated the era shift a little bit better, which obviously they perfected in Tropico 6. Makes a lot more sense. But that's about the only good thing. Like, the Dynasty thing is interesting, but, you know, I say this pretty much about every game so far with the, who are we nuking, fellas? Oh, nuclear launch detected. Somebody's getting a bomb. Be kind of funny if you see a little mushroom cloud off the horizon there. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, like, every game so far, with the exception of 6, when I did the 6 series, it didn't feel like I was limited. But this one and the previous ones feel limited in that they were designed for, like, the campaign and the maps. And, you know, the smaller area. Like, you were not meant to have cities this big, and therefore the limited buildings and all that would not be a big deal. And that's really unfortunate. Yeah, because clearly if you've got the ability to sandbox and just build an island to your heart's content, you should be able to do that without feeling like it's getting boring and repetitious. Oh, this is done now. Just move the blimp. Convert voters during elections. Sure, why not? Prevent protests peacefully with our police blimp. Sure, why not? Nobody's doing that, but I don't know what impact that's going to have on Liberty area. Perfect. Everybody's perfectly happy. But, yeah, I don't know. It's not as good as it could have been. And I definitely think that, now that I've played all of them, I definitely think that 6 was definitely the perfection, the culmination of everything that they tried. 3, 4, and 5. I still kind of prefer the aesthetic of 3, though. Because I was looking, and Tropico 6 buildings, housing buildings, are pretty boring. Like, they're these kinds of boring. I really, really liked the condos in Tropico 3. It really, I mean, for one thing, there were 4 different types, so it gave you diversity. But there was one, when I did that series, there was one little neighborhood in particular where I did start beautifying it, and I started, wrapping it around parks and stuff. And, from the ground level, it looked pretty good. And I think that, this one does too, I guess. It's kind of hard to see with the buildings cramming the streets. But, yeah, it looked really nice. It looked like you would think Tropico would be, and especially, I guess, just kind of the feel. Like, obviously, the first game was very simplistic, and then they did pirates for the second game. And so they really leaned into this, sort of campy kind of parody, starting with 3. And I think that they really succeeded in that. And then this one, 4 didn't, it was basically 3 with some new buildings. And then this one, I don't know. It just felt like they were telling the same joke again, kind of. You know what I mean? But, it's still enjoyable.
The election results are in.
I do like the Tropico series. I started late with it. Actually, the first series I did on Tropico 6 was the first time I'd ever played a Tropico game. So, of all the city builders I've played in my life, I came late to this series, but I've really enjoyed it, and I look forward to 7. I believe that's coming out soon, in the next year or two, which is kind of why I wanted to rush to get all these done. Get all the series one after another. Was not the most successful series for sure. I'm not sure if everyone knew something I didn't, or people are just burned out on Tropico or city building on the channel or what, but not very many people are watching. So if you've watched through the series, I appreciate it. And of course, there's always the people who find my series like a year or two after, so who knows? Who knows how it'll perform later. But
Old boy.
Presidente, we have this.
good. Swiss future. All right. But yeah, it was all right.
Presidente, it's so hot outside that I saw 2 palm.
Well, okay. That disaster, I think, is a good place to stop on, because that's pretty much all I got left. Like, we're way over 3,000. Why are we going that far over 3,000 people? Is the cap just a suggestion, or is this birth thing? Oh boy, I really screwed up with that. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how effective that was once we just put an extra 30% birth rate with those hospitals. What I don't like is that you can't turn those things off. Once you've turned on building upgrades, that's it. You can't flip the switch again. So that, your only option there is just to delete. It's not great. Unemployed has gone down considerably. We are back to having the problem of too many jobs. Homelessness has gone away. Good. Well, I think Tropico is in safe hands. 2010, what did we start with? 1900? That's usually when it starts. Apparently there's no time cap like 3 and 4. It doesn't quit after 50 years. I don't think Tropico 6 did either. I don't remember. It's been several years since I played that game. But just a nice little open-ended city builder that's really, really casual. It's really casual. Obviously the missions, are where the challenge is at, but when you're just given free reign to build, it's not too hard to play, which is good. That's just how I like it. So anyway, I think that's enough for now. I will end the series here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next Let's Play.